Our first one is from cross country and track and field from 2009 to 2013, Emma Coburn. Emma was a six-time All-American at CU, made history as the first U.S. woman to win an Olympic medal in the steeplechase, winning the bronze in the 2016 Summer Games in Rio de Janeiro. She is one of 10 Buffaloes across all sports who have won 3 or more national titles. She was a 3-time NCAA champion, winning titles in 2013 in the mile run indoors. And in 11 and 13, she won the steeplechase outdoors. She was also a 4-time conference champion, 3 steeplechase, 1 indoor 3,000-meter run, which helped her to be named a 3-time co-recipient of the CU Female Athlete of the Year Award in 09 through 10, and then 10 and 11, and 12 and 13. She was also the recipient of CU's Female Career Athletic Achievement Award as a senior. She's gone on to have the most successful professional career since her days at CU. Among her many accomplishments, Emma's a 10-time U.S. champion in the steeplechase. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, she's 10 of 10 in that category. And a 2-time world medalist in the steeplechase, gold in 2017, silver in 2019. Between the 8 combined world and Olympic appearances in the steeplechase, she has always advanced to the finals. She credits her parents, Annie and Bill, for establishing her love for all things CU, and is married to her high school sweetheart. How about that? And college teammate. Oh, there's a story there, I bet. Holy cow. And her coach, Joe Boschard. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome 2023 Hall of Famer, Emma Coburn.
So before we begin, just thank you so much for this honor, and congratulations to all the other inductees. I've been fans of yours, and so to be in the same room as you is really special. So congratulations to everyone. And I want to thank my friends and family for being here. There's 40 of you here. Many of you flew here. Many of you took time away from your kids and families and jobs to be here. We are who we surround ourselves with, and each and every one of you I could spend forever with. I love all of you. When I saw you today, my husband Joe surprised me with who the guest list was. So, sorry, Kimberly, that was a little difficult for you. But when I saw all the people who came, you light up my life. I love you all so much. So this honor, being inducted into the Hall of Fame, is wild to me because I grew up a Buffs fan. My earliest memories were of me in a CU cheerleading outfit and pom-poms as a 3-year-old living here in Boulder, cheerleading at my brother's flag football games. I knew the fight song before I knew my ABCs. So to be inducted into the Hall of Fame is so meaningful to me and to my family. I even went to Seal Berry's basketball camp. I hated running, but I liked other sports, and I went to Seal's camp. It was super fun. I didn't end up being that successful in basketball, but I don't blame you. So anyway, like I said, I liked other sports, but I hated running. Running is really hard, and it's painful, and it sucks, and racing is really hard, and when I was a kid in middle school, high school, I hated it. I cried on the starting line of races. It was miserable. And then my now husband, this boy from Wisconsin, moved to my hometown in Crested Butte my junior year. He liked running, and I liked him. So you do the math, I liked running. Luckily, I liked him enough to start liking running enough to decide that running in college would be cool for me. Anyone who grew up with me, all the people from Crested Butte who are here tonight, you guys know I did not think I would ever run in college. I didn't ever think I'd be in the Olympics or be a world champion or have a decades-long career as a professional athlete, but I did know I'd go to CU. And so I went. Surprisingly, I was on the track team. My freshman year, I'd call my dad every day after practice, and I was pretty overwhelmed because I was the worst person on the team. And I would call him and tell him, Dad, I ran 5 miles today, which for me was a huge deal. And he knew I was in over my head, but he would just tell me, give it a semester. If you hate it after that, we'll talk again. He knew I would end up loving it, and I really did. And my college coaches, Coach Wetmore and Coach Burrows, really were patient with me in pulling me along from this kid who hated it to this kid who only liked it because her crush liked it, to a girl who could stand on the starting line of the Olympics as a college athlete, as a 21-year-old, being really confident and proud. And being a CU student athlete became, and at the time was very important to me and still is one of my greatest joys. I remember my last collegiate race was June 2013. Right before the race, I had some back pain. I did one race and all of a sudden needed an MRI because I was in a lot of pain. Turns out I had a fracture in my back and really couldn't picture my college career ending on that note. So I was crazy. I decided to race because I couldn't imagine seeing someone without a Colorado jersey on winning the NCAA championship. That title belonged to our school. That title belonged to us. So I raced this race with a broken back, and it was one of the highlights of my whole career. Even though it was the most pain I've ever been in, I think it was the perfect reflection of what this school, what being on these teams means to us. That you will literally give blood, sweat, and tears. You will race on broken bones. You will do everything you can to be there for your school, to be there and look down with that Colorado on your chest and be proud and know that you worked so freaking hard to earn that jersey and that you want to present it to the world with that pride. And I raced, I won, it worked out, but I remember crawling around in my hotel room that night, unwilling to take my jersey off. That's how much it meant to me. Keeping that Colorado identity meant so much to me. I was crawling around with a broken bone in my back, unwilling to close that chapter of my career, because that's the chapter that really made me into me. It's the chapter that I really learned who I was and how tough I was. Eventually, I had to take that jersey off and start my career as a professional athlete. This chapter has been lovely, and I'm so proud of this chapter as well, but I will always look back on my time at CU and my time wearing that Colorado jersey as some of the best years of my life. And I just want to thank all of you who helped support me in that journey, and go Buffs.